Hi, this is Tony Bree, and today I'm going to talk to you about AI and the future of your work. And I say on purposely your work because I think that at the end of the day, that's the most important thing that counts in the years going forward. Firstly, I would like to thank the organization to invite me for this great international convention. And so let's start. The agenda for today is just a short introduction. The second topic is about AI in the death of the dinosaurs. The third one is the future of your work. The next one is right skilling for AI and some of my personal tips that I hope will help you to survive and thrive in the AI-driven economy. Now, just a short introduction. I think what's most important for me as a person is that in 1978, when I was studying, my father went bankrupt. And, between 78 and 95, I really had to do anything, any kind of work to just, to pay my bills. Then I worked for ABN AMRO Bank and AMRO Bank for 26 years. If you want to know what I did exactly and all that kind of stuff, then just look at my LinkedIn profile. Now, probably because of the fact what happened to my father, I started to make money online next to my job at ABN AMRO, making money online with short ebooks as a side hustle. And at that time, I also discovered that actually all the things I had learned at the bank in all kinds of corporate diplomas things weren't really very relevant to, to be successful online. I started as a full-time self-employed online and offline entrepreneur in 2011. And then when, like I call it, the meteorite hit us online, including AI, ChatGPT, and that kind of things, I actually pivoted according to all these rules. I had to change my business model and my revenue model. And now, actually, almost everything I'm doing for customers has to do with using AI to help my customers be successful. Now, the second topic I would like to discuss with you is that we call that the death of the dinosaurs. Now, the interesting thing is that this analogy between IT and destruction of the old business world is not new. This term was already used in the beginning of the 21st century when internet actually hit the old world. Now, so this analogy is really interesting because actually the same thing happened in 2022 when the meteorite of democratization of AI, that's for me the most important trend online that you don't hear a lot about, hit the online world first. Now, why do I say the online world? Because we actually discovered and we actually felt the impact of Midjourney, Stable Diffusion, DALL-E 2, and ChatGPT right away when it was launched online for English-speaking people in the online entrepreneurship world. And it actually started to destroy the old business world. Now, the interesting thing about this is that's why I repeat this, is that we were hit online the first. So it's not that the big companies, like you can see here on my images to the right, which by the way are also all generated by AI because I love making AI art, is that so the big meteorite of democratization of AI was hitting the world. And so it also meant that everything which was taught on business schools or high schools, or that was presented or is presented by corporate trend watchers and corporate futurists, was not really and is not really relevant for all of us because we feel it and we felt it 6 to 9 months earlier than the big companies did. And it was destroying first our online world and actually the whole old world that we know from corporates and other big companies and organizations. Now, the next topic also means that because that happened, a number of things are going on online and in general, and you can find all these different trends in reports by McKinsey, but also by the University of Philadelphia and by others. And in our experience, and in my personal experience, the great AI layoff is already going on. And it's even going on in high tech, it's going on in marketing, in finance, and in traditional education. So this is really interesting and really important for everybody to realize worldwide, is that's already going on. Yeah. Now, another one really important development is what even McKinsey discovered, and they say in a big report which was published not very long time ago, that the gig economy is growing very, very quickly. Now, so what does that mean? That means that there is a lot of work going on, short contracts, short assignments, and that is going across the world. Then for me personally, another one, and that's why I make a difference, is that the growing online gig economy is already exploding since the beginning of the 21st century. And that means that there is a huge opportunity online outside of the traditional business environment to make money and to save money online by working globally together with other people. And that's what I've been doing since 2001. Now, another really important development, which actually explains the future of your work and AI, is that already in the online world, virtual organizing, so not being in an office and working with people worldwide, was already started in big companies in the beginning of the 90s of the last century. Now, for instance, I went on holiday with our camper not very long time ago, and all across Europe, I met people, young people, older people that that were traveling and working in a camper and across the world in virtual teams, without having a head office. And this is really important for understanding what's really going on, yeah, and where you should focus on. Now, the last thing which is really important also is that any type of company, a small company, a big company, a corporate or a startup or a scale up, or people like us, solopreneurs, the future is the AI powered company. And that means that the whole of the organization is powered by different types of AI. Now, so in that world, designing and implementing AI powered organizations is the most important thing. So it's not on digitizing or automating the old, but it's about creating and about growing and scaling using AI without becoming too big and without becoming, as it's called, a fat company. Now that means that for your future of your work related to AI, you don't have to do anymore with a local traditional labor market, but the whole world is actually one online work and gig market. So that means that both in terms of customers, but also in terms of with whom you work in your ecosystem, we're in a limitless online environment. Yeah. And that means that, the game is completely different than before. And because of this democratization of AI, we are now able, as solopreneurs, as startups and scale-ups or SMEs, we are able to use technology that before we couldn't buy, we couldn't purchase, we couldn't use because it was too expensive. To give you an example, I personally have about 45 ChatGPT, Google empowered chats and productivity tools, and new ones are coming out all the time in the online non-corporate world. And that means that we can do a lot of different things at lower cost and at higher speed than existing large companies that are using very expensive AI tools that are sold in the corporate world and in the world of big public authorities. Yeah. So I always say it's a different world. Now the future is people can work in the office if they need to. They can work somewhere else. They can work as a digital nomad. Again, digital nomad is not new. We were working across Europe from 2001 onwards. I wrote all my books across Europe. I was sitting in the garden. I was sitting in hotels. So that's really important, is that these trends are already going on for a long time globally. Only between brackets, the dinosaurs don't look at it and they don't see it because they look at each other, to continue with the analogy. Now, so what this means is that it's really important because this online world is going very, very fast. So that means that you really have to right skill yourself. Now, what does right skilling mean? Right skilling means that if you want to stay and work in your fixed current job, then you have to learn certain things. But if you want to start your own company, or if you want to do side hustling, or if you want to start a startup, or you want to work for a scale up, or you want to work for an SME, then what you have to learn for you personally for the future of your work is very different. Yeah. So these different learning paths are very, very important. Yeah. Now, what are the trends here? Is it one interesting one in economics? Because I'm also an economic expert in digital economics. Digital economics are very different from normal physical economics. So, digital services, digital products, they have completely different business cases, and you can do a lot of things without having a lot of costs. The second thing is that you have to focus on soft and hard right skilling. Now, to immediately destroy one myth is that hard skilling doesn't mean that you all have to learn how to program and that you all have to learn data-driven analytics, all that kind of stuff. That's just ridiculous. Yeah. What it means is that, for instance, I'm a solopreneur. I want to be able to do everything with my customers. So that means that I learned already how to use all the art generators and all the new art generators very quickly, because that means that everything which has to do with graphic design, including my books, my ebooks, all the images in this kind of presentations, I know how to generate them myself, and I can do it very quickly, and I can teach my customers to do the same. Yeah. Now, another very important trend is fast learning. Now, what is fast learning? Is that you have to learn the right soft and hard skills just in time. So that means that following a program of 9 months as a startup, to be successful is ridiculous, because you just don't have that time, because of things are changing all the time. Another one is on-demand personalized learning. Now, this is really an important issue, because it's really, again, important that you learn the right soft and hard skills, on demand, the ones that you need. Yeah. And that you learn it at the right time and at the right moment. So I stopped following, large courses and programs with a diploma at the end, already in 2011, because it just doesn't make any sense. I knew that it didn't help me in my entrepreneurship. And I also knew that, I had to learn new things every day. So I learned, and I learn new things every day, 2 or 3 hours, how to do things in practice. Yeah. Now, the last one is also very important, is that it's non-diploma learning is booming online for a very long time. So everybody knows probably Udemy and that kind of things. Yeah, is that most people now online have understood that it doesn't make any sense to have a diploma or a certificate, because it takes too much time. And in my personal experience, most of my customers never ask or never look at my diplomas, because they want to know if I know something and if what I know is relevant for them. Yeah. Now, and the most important thing in all these developments in right skilling for AI, soft and hard skills, is continuous, stressing again the word relevant, lifelong learning. Yeah. So, for instance, I have a number of students that I help starting their own company. What they tell me is that more and more they find out that what their teachers and what their professors are teaching them is not relevant anymore. Yeah. So this is really important. It's continuous, relevant, lifelong learning. Yeah. And working together with others to actually do it, what's necessary for you for the future of your work and your income, to be able to pay your bills and to take care of your family, friends, and yourself. Now, finally, I would like to finish with a number of personal tips. And, if you want, just follow me on LinkedIn. You can always ask me questions, PM me. I'm not good with emails, but, if you WhatsApp me or that kind of stuff, I'll always try to answer within 24 hours when I'm not sleeping, of course. Now, the first one for me is really important. Remember about the analogy with the death of the dinosaurs, is that you really have to stop investing time, energy, and money in the old dinosaur business world. That means unfollow dinosaur people of the old world on LinkedIn, social media. Don't go to old school speakers. Don't follow, don't take very important old school courses, and don't buy any old school dinosaur management books anymore. I've got my room full of that. I'm gonna give all of them away because they're not relevant anymore. In this world, you need new methods, new models, new tools. Short, everything should be short. Yeah. So we know short videos, but also short ebooks, short low content, short little videos, short tutorials, short courses. It all has to be short because you have to be able to do it very quickly and learn it very quickly. The second tip I want to give you is that follow online AI trends, non-corporate. Why? Again, because the real innovation is coming not from the corporates. Yeah. So if you want to have a real first mover advantage, follow the online trends, the online AI trends, and not the corporate trends. Then the third one is focus on relevant and just-in-time personal life skilling. I can't stress this too often. It's like I said, like millions of people online, I follow, I learn how to do new things every day for a few hours if it's necessary. And it's a continuous process, and I do it everywhere. Yeah. So here you see a picture of me with my old glasses sitting downstairs. I'm just following short video courses, short tutorials. I ask questions to people that answer right away. All that kind of stuff, very practical. Now, the next important thing is that focus on digital services and digital products, and then on demand. Yeah. The best decision I took was I used to write traditional management books, and I was a best-selling author. And what I discovered is that when I went back to on-demand ebooks, on-demand checklists, on-demand kind of stuff, point one, I could publish whenever I wanted. And point two, the revenues were much higher because there were a lot of people not in between anymore. And I just make and produce digital services and digital products that my customers need. So I ask them all the time, what do you need? What are your problems? How can I help? Yeah. So these personal tips are something I would like to give to you at the end of this short presentation. And the interesting thing is that if we let go of the old world and we focus on what's really relevant for us and for the people in the world around us, then we actually can survive and thrive in the AI-powered economy with people, with humans first. Now, my experience with AI is since 1985 in banking is that AI can help us, but it will never replace the unique knowledge and experience of people. Yeah. And that's the way I also personally use all kinds of AI tools, is that it helps me to be more productive and creative, and it helps the customers and the prospects and people that, for instance, worldwide don't have any money, because that's one of my target groups, is that it helps them, to help themselves using AI. And again, that's possible because of the meteorite that hit us, which was, remember, the democratization of AI. Yeah? I bought two new AI-powered, ChatGPT-powered software tools. We started with prompts, then we got prompt generators, and now there is a load of AI-powered tools coming out for non-corporates, which are amazing. And with what you can do a lot of different things. Well, that was it for me. I hope that that was a bit interesting for you. If you want to reach me, you can. The best way to do that is to go to LinkedIn, because I really like LinkedIn. Just send me a PM or that kind of things. We actually rebuilding and destroying old sites. So fintechstartuppartners.com is one of the sites that we're rebuilding from scratch. And again, that is something which is really important, is that we all have to let go. We have to let go of what we think is what's true. We have to let go of what we were doing. And that also sometimes means that, you throw your old books away, and you start sites all over, yeah, with new tools and, what customers really need. Now, one of the last things I want to say is that, I publish a lot of ebooks and things myself. I published 4 new ones, short management ebooks with a company which is called Bookbone. Again, I hope this was a bit valid for you, a bit valuable. And if you got any questions, just don't hesitate to send me an email or PM me on LinkedIn. And hope to see you soon. And again, I thank the organization of the convention to invite me. And I hope to see you soon, and have a good luck and be successful in the AI-powered economy. Thank you very much.